And welcome back out again here to Stanberry High School as we get set for our final game of the night tonight. It's a matchup between the Mound City Panthers and the North Andrew Cardinals, a matchup between the 1 and 2 seeds here on the boys' side for the boys' championship game today. And I'd like to thank our sponsors help you bring you today's broadcast today between Mound City, North Andrew boys. BT Bank with locations in Beeman, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Maysville, Osborne, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Petty John Auto Centers with locations in Bethany and Albany, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Albany Hy-Vee and Schultz of Albany, Dollars and Messner Auction Service, Northwest Cell, Mosaic Medical Center Albany, Army National Guard Recruiter, Sergeant First Class Clint Bain, and Staff Sergeant Alan Schulte. Tiffany Heights Care Center in Mound City, the Mound City Lumber Company and Midwest Dad of Mound City, Mound City School District and the North Andrew School District, along with Greenery New Shopper located in Albany, and Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North located in Albany. And Mike, it's a matchup here between the 1 and 2 seeds. It's been the game that really, of all the games that we could have this week, this was the one we got kind of circled. This was the game we wanted to see.
Yeah, you've got some really good scorers in this game.
Yes.
I mean, Tanner McDaniel, we've talked about in the past, obviously. Tony Osborne, I mean, yeah, what do you 51 the other night, and really, in essence, 51 through 3 quarters.
Yeah, and not in a full 3 quarters.
And yeah, and if you are able to get him under control, then you've got to deal with Papa. And like as we've said before, we've seen Gage Salisbury fill it up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting. North Andrew's going to have their hands full, but they're also not a stranger to winning.
No.
They're very competitive in football. They're going to compete. I would expect it to be somewhat physical in this game. You wonder maybe one of the X factors, I think, in this game might be Owen Graham and what he does.
Yes.
And if he can make his presence felt inside, I think it's going to be crucial for him to stay out of some early foul trouble, which brings it to another thing. How is the game going to be called? And in the last game, I thought it was called really pretty closely.
Yes.
I didn't think a lot of contact was allowed. And so that could be the big X factor for me. And then the fact that can somebody besides McDaniel score a little bit to
We saw that a little bit with
out.
Linville last
Well,
and Brewer Wheeler a little bit on the other night.
and I was going to say Linville might be that guy.
Yes.
I've talked about it before. I always find role players that I really like, and I don't know why that is. My son asked me that one time. Why is it that you become such a big fan of role players? Maybe that's because that's what I was.
Yeah.
I never was the star on the team, but I was more of a shooter than a scorer, and we won't even get into all that. I mean, I'm proud of what I did in my life, but I've always had a fondness for those guys who do all the grunt work. And
Maybe it's because those guys often get overlooked.
They do, and it's people say, well, anybody can do that. Well, yeah, maybe anybody can, but not everybody does.
Yes.
And so the guys that are willing to accept that subordinate role, but if they've got a score, they can do that. They just do what their team needs for them to win. And Linville's one of those guys. I don't mean that he's not talented. That's not my point at all. I just think he's that kind of guy. I think he was that kind of guy in football, and I really have a high regard for what he does on the basketball floor as well.
We'll be back with your Dollars a Messner auction service starting lineups, a part of your BTC Bank pregame here on Albany TV when we come back in a moment.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Looking to sell some of your things? Give Rod Dollars, Leo Madison, or Leon Mester a call at Dollars & Mester Auction Service to set up an auction today. Call Rod at 660-254-2548 or 660-783-2548. Give Leon a call at 660-582-0258 or 660-726-3252 or give Leo a call at 660-868-0113. Check out their current auctions at showmemoreauctions.com.
And welcome back as we get set here for your Dollars & Messner auction starting lineups. Remember to contact the winning team of Dollars & Messner Auction Service for all of your auction needs. So again, there are your Dollars & Messner Auction Service starting lineups. And sorry about that, Mike. I kind of took that away from you as we got to the starting lineups.
You owe me no apologies. I end up stepping on your call sometimes. One thing about that last girls' game, it did put us back on schedule.
Yes. So as we get set here for the tip-off, remember, don't forget to start your morning trip with a stop at Schultz in Albany. And tip-off will be won here by the North Andrew boys.
Mound City starts man-to-man, just like we saw the other night. Would expect they'll stay in that, maybe run some pressure.
Trying to bring it to McDaniel. He just can't quite get it up there enough, and he's going to be called here for the foul as well.
Ooh, really? Because I thought he got fouled going up for that shot.
Unless they did.
I think they called.
I think they're going to call it a jump ball there. I thought maybe Daniel kind of came in and gave a little bit of a elbow there to landed Papa there.
But if that's an indicator, we talked about possibility of being a physical game. It's going to be physical.
Osborne misses the shot, and then this one out of bounds here off of Brewer Wheeler. Osborne brings it across the timeline again. He scored 51 the other night against Stanberry here at the tournament, setting not only the Stanberry Invitational tournament record, but also a new school record as that one goes out of bounds here off of Tanner McDaniel's foot. Salisbury step back three. Can't get it to fall.
Really a well-diagrammed out-of-bounds play, though, too.
McDaniel spins, puts up the shot, and gets it to fall that time over Will Young.
Well, don't be surprised down the road if the game between these two is not a game maybe that decides who goes on to the Final Four.
Well, that's if they are both in the same.
If they're both in Class 1.
Yes. Osborne misses the three. Papa finishes it off. Minute and a half here in the ball game, tied at 2-2. And a travel going to be called here against Linville. So I'm not certain exactly what class or district either of these two teams are in this year. With the reclassification of classes, Papa drives in and will be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2.
That's an early one on Graham, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, I take that back. They're not going to put this one on Graham. They're going to put it on McDaniel.
Oh, okay.
Papa misses the first one just a hair to the right. Papa knocks in the second. Brewer Wheeler sends it across as he'll have it up at the top of the key. Daniel drives, step back, jumper from the elbow, no good. Rebound made by Salisbury. Leaves it off for Young in the corner from 3, and he'll sink it from the corner. Linville called for the travel. Appears that the refs are going to let these two teams play a little bit here, which is a good indicator.
Which makes that call on McDaniel somewhat curious.
Young from just past the left elbow, can't get it to fall. Linville with a rebound. McDaniel deep 3, no good. Just short. Osborne for Salisbury, left wing. And he'll sink one from the arc.
Well, if you'd told me we'd have a 9-2 game and Tony Osborne hadn't scored, I'd have said you're out of your mind.
And maybe that's exactly the way Mound City drew it up, have him come out and score 51 and then use everybody else.
Yeah, I'm going to go on a limb and say he doesn't score 51 in this game. He
No.
may score 55, but no, I don't. I mean, I just think it's as good as I think Stanberry is defensively. I just don't think in this type of game you're going to see a repeat of that.
Salisbury, another shot from 3. This one just off the mark. He'll drive in this time and will be a charging call here on Salisbury.
Well, Wheeler set up really early. I don't think you could argue that one. And I guess that's unfair to me to make that statement about the 51 points. That's just doesn't happen very often.
No. Of course, he did earlier this season have a 45-point ball game.
Oh, there's no doubt he's capable of it.
Wheeler sends it up top now for Ecker. He played a real good game against Platte Valley the other night. As Owen Graham goes up, and he'll just float this one in for 2.
And good patience by Graham there, waiting for the flyby from Papa.
And a foul going to be called here on the drive by Papa. Foul against North Andrew goes against Brewer Wheeler. Salisbury trying to bring it into Papa, stolen away there by Wheeler. Owen Graham backdoor McDaniel, and blocked that time. And the block made there by William Rother. Keaton Hanna with it left wing, 3:35 left to play in the first. Owen Graham leaves it off for Wheeler. Now for Hanna. Ecker back up to McDaniel, now over to Hannah, left wing. 3:15 left to play in the first. It's a 9-4 Mound City lead. Graham drives in and blocked that time partially by Papa. Salisbury, another three. This one, again, can't get it to fall. Out of bounds here off of Brewer Wheeler. Salisbury's had some good shots from behind the arc, just gotten one out of, I believe, 3 or 4 to fall here. As he'll check out, checking in now will be Brendan Tubbs.
Well, when you think of Mound City, you think of Osborne and Papa, obviously, but make no mistake, these other guys are capable. It's not like you can completely ignore them, and that's one of the reasons why they have that success.
McDaniel drives through the lane and goes up off the glass for 2. Makes it a 3-point ball game, 9-6. 2.5 left to play in the first. Papa drives and a foul going to be called here on the floor. One of the reasons you're not seeing anything from Tony Osborne, not only do they have Hayden Ecker on him, but they've also got Keaton Hanna shadowing him as well. He's double teamed.
Oh, yeah.
Foul there goes against Owen Graham. That's his first. Tubbs will check out. Checking back in will be Connor Durr. Rother, weak side block, rolls out.
And they're not doing it out of a box and one. They're just 2 guys.
McDaniel can't get it to go, but getting it to fall in on the second chance opportunity is Hayden Ecker.
Ecker gave him a good lift the other night. He played well off the bench.
And now a moving screen going to be called here against Rother. It's a 1-point ball game. 9-8 Mound City leads. And again, Papa, as well as Gage Salisbury, will check back in. 2 minutes left to play here in this first quarter. It's a 9-8 Mound City lead. Ecker brings it across. Gets it to Graham now for McDaniel. Leaves it off for Graham, and a foul going to be called.
I think Graham might have gotten bailed out there a little bit because I think he started to go up and was right underneath the basket.
Foul goes against Landon Papa, his first. Linville will check in after this first free throw. As Graham gets the first.
We're tied up here early.
Keaton Hanna will take a seat as Linville checks in. And Graham will give North Andrew the lead here.
Not sure you're going to see any one person trying to guard Osborne. They're going to rotate guys, have fresh people on him.
And again from the top of the key, Will Young from 3, no good, out of bounds off of the hands there of Landon Papa. Ecker sends it now back for McDaniel. Now he'll leave it off for Wheeler. Graham dribbles in off the back iron, no good. Salisbury hits an off of Durr, picked up here by Ecker. Owen Graham spins inside the paint. Can't get it to fall too hard.
Well, we talked about the defense on Osborne.
Salisbury can't get it to go. Nice captain play by Young. Papa goes in, and he'll navigate his way through the paint and leaves it up in there for 2.
We talked about the defense on Osborne, and Mound City will counter with Young guarding Tanner McDaniel.
Linville spins, and again, just can't get it to fall. Happening for both teams here in the early going.
Well, good defenses by both teams, too. Very competitive teams, both physical.
7 seconds left here in the quarter. It's an 11-10 Mound City lead. Papa, left elbow,
Shot.
drifting away, knocks it in. It's up to a 3-point lead again here for Mound City, 13-10, as we'll head to the second quarter when we come back in just a moment on Albany TV.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
As Mosaic continues to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, they are committed to staying connected. Whether you need a routine checkup or to be seen for an illness, Mosaic has virtual options available. The highly trained nurses are also ready to help you when you need them via the 24/7 community nurse line. Plus, the My Mosaic Portal website and app are available for messaging your care team and accessing health information. Please visit mymlc.com/stay connected to learn more. Now more than ever, Mosaic is here with you and here for you.
Keaton Hanna leaving it off for Linville as we start out the second quarter of play. Hanna with a shot from 3. Bounces out. McDaniel with the putback.
Do you get the idea that as good as both these teams are, it's just going to depend on somebody else, one of the other players on the team doing something?
As Osborne drives in and gets his first bucket of the ball game. Up top for McDaniel. Drives in, goes up, and he'll knock it off the glass for 2.
That's a really good take.
Osborne trying to leave it off there for Salisbury. Out of bounds here off of Brewer Wheeler.
I think that was Osborne's first shot, was it not?
Yes, it was.
So you're into the second quarter before he gets his first look at the basket.
Puts up a second one there. Can't get that one to fall. Ecker for McDaniel from 3. Nails it. 17-15, North Andrew leads. 1:20 gone here in the second quarter of play. Salisbury goes one way and fakes one way, goes up, and then gets 3 opportunities at it, and finally on the third one he gets it in.
Yeah, it's odd to see the up and under from a guard, but that's what he used right there.
Linville leaves it off for McDaniel, up now for Wheeler. Trying to leave it for Hanna. Trying to bring it back door for Linville. Stolen by Salisbury. Picked up now by Osborne. And a foul going to be called here against the Cardinals. And it goes against Brewer Wheeler. That is going to be his second. Osborne from 3. No good as Wheeler got his hand in the face there of Osborne on the shot. McDaniel has it knocked out of bounds. McDaniel from 3, but a foul going to be called here before the shot.
Who did they get?
A moving screen here against Linville.
I thought they might have called that on Graham, because that's one of the things we mentioned. We thought he needed to stay out of foul trouble.
Yes.
Really.
Osborne from 3, no good. Linville trying to bring it into Graham. Knocked away there by Papa. Picked up by Salisbury. Sends it up now for Durr in the corner from 3. He'll drain it. McDaniel to Linville. For Hannah, back out to Linville. Underneath 5 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. McDaniel from 3. He'll be fouled and will go to the line to shoot 3.
Couple fouls now on Papa as well.
That'll be his second. McDaniel makes the first. Misses on the second. And he's able to make 2 out of 3. So 1 point Mound City lead, 2019, 4:40 left to play here in this second quarter. Will Young left all alone, puts up the shot, can't get it to fall.
Well, he's proven he can hit that shot. It's just
when you've got 2 players on Osborne,
yeah.
You've got the other 3 to guard 4. It's just
maybe the problem is the hesitation and look and hesitation,
yes.
Then trying to reset.
Because basically Hannah and Wheeler both playing here on Osborne. And Zemble's shot from 3 from the top of the key, no good.
So in essence, you got a triangle and 2 being played, but the 2 people are guarding 1 guy.
So if you were coaching against that, would you put Osborne just up at the top of the key and try and keep those other 2 defenders away? Play 4 on 3?
Yeah, I'd surely want him to be the trigger man in the offense because somebody's got to be open.
Foul there goes against Owen Graham. He'll pick up his second. Team 6th.
Because you always think of, well, you want 2 people. If you like it's a box and 1, you want 2 people in the box playing 1 guy. But you want 2 people in the box playing the guy. You want the box to play the man.
Yes.
And that's so you want to keep him in the loop some way.
Ecker will pick up the foul, his first. So going to the line for the 1-and-1 here will be Salisbury.
We just and we haven't seen Mound City a lot this year. We haven't seen them last year. You know, they've got people capable of.
Yes.
They should be able to run them out of that. Now, to North Andrews' credit, they're scrambling around pretty well to where nobody's got a really open look at things.
McDaniel comes away with the rebound. He'll bring it across the timeline here for the Cardinals. Sends it to Ferhana, left wing. Linville to McDaniel. Spin around jumper at the free throw line off the iron. Linville with the rebound. He'll be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul was the second against Salisbury. Team's 5th. Linville's free throw off the back iron. Will Young will check out. Checking in for him is going to be Gavin Summers. And Salisbury will check out. Checking in for him is going to be Keaton Zembles. Linville misses them both after an inadvertent buzzer. Trying to send it out that time was William Rother and not able to keep control of it, Lane Zembles.
Well, and I really wondered if Papa might not come back, but I suppose I would guess as long as Mound City is able to keep the lead here, they'll be able to keep him on the bench.
They hold the 2-point lead here with 3 minutes left as a foul going to be called as Brewer Wheeler inbounds. Foul here against Mound City is going to be called against Keaton Zembles, his first. Hannah spin around jumper from the paint, good.
Screen the screener, and the man in the middle ended up being the guy that was wide open.
Osborne comes back and knocks one in. His second bucket here of the ball game. Owen Graham ready to come back in at next check as Keaton Hanna from the corner from 3. Tipped out of bounds off the hands of Linville.
The other thing I've wondered sometimes, just like when you get double teamed, you're caught in a double team when the other team is pressing. To deal with that, you ignore one of the two guys and go to work on one guy and forget the other one.
And hitting a big 3 there is Keaton Zembles. Basically got the ball there from Osborne, drove it up to the 3-point line and knocked it in. Into the corner, McDaniel from 3. He'll splash one in from behind the arc. This time from just in front of the 3-point line, can't get it to fall. Lane Zembles this time knocks it in. 28-24, it's a 4-point ball game underneath 2 minutes left to play. Picked up by Brewer Wheeler after it was tipped into the backcourt. Owen Graham for McDaniel. Brewer Wheeler. Back for McDaniel. Drives to the baseline. Jumper short. Rebound made by Keaton Zembles. Lane Zembles from the top of the key. With his foot on the line, knocks it in.
We mentioned before the start of the game, Mound City had with Stanberry, Zembles and Salisbury had done some things to do some damage. They've gotten the lead to 6 here.
McDaniel from 3. Short. Underneath a minute. Keaton Zembles right wing from 3. Off the iron, Lane Zembles with the rebound. Sends it back out now for Osborne.
See, ignore there he went to work on Wheeler and just completely ignored Hanna, who was the other man in the double team.
And the foul goes against Brewer Wheeler. That's his 3rd. Checking back in, and Will Young as he'll check in here for Keaton Hanna. Osborne's free throw short off the front iron. McDaniel has it knocked away that time off the hands of William Rother. And seeing the big thing, Mound City brought this up to a 6-point lead with Lane and Papa sitting on the bench.
Yep.
Now they're playing a little bit of a
going to go for one here. Well,
man-to-man.
Yes, now they're. I was going to say.
Osborne backdoor Rother can't get it to fall. And a foul going to be called here against Owen Graham.
Well, that's a great look by Osborne.
I thought more it would be a foul there against Rother instead of Graham, but they're going to get this one on Graham. He'll pick up his 3rd. And Wade Bryson is living on the opposite sideline, as he should be. Rother's free throw no good, out of bounds here off of Mound City. It'll be North Andrew basketball.
Wheeler's been pretty deliberate in terms of bringing the ball up the court. Nothing wrong with that. 11 seconds, you want to put your head down and go right here.
30-24, it's a 6-point Mound City lead. 3 seconds left here in the half. McDaniel from 3. Off the mark to the right, 30-24 is the score. And we'll be back with your Albany Hy-Vee halftime. Mound City leads when we come back in just a moment.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
Are you ready to get a head start on a successful future? Then call your local Army National Guard recruiter to learn how you can earn benefits to help pay for your education and expenses. The National Guard offers many programs for every type of student, whether you're still in high school, attending college, or working toward a vocational certification. Contact your local Army National Guard recruiter, Sergeant First Class Clint Bain in Gentry, DeKalb, Harrison, and Worth counties today at 660-868-0991, or Staff Sergeant Alan Schulte and Andrew Holt in Ottaway counties at 660-853-8564. Quality care is best provided by people who care. At Tiffany Heights, they provide the highest standards of care at an affordable rate. Their professional caregivers will make your loved one feel right at home. Regardless of the level of care your loved one requires, Tiffany Heights provides a range of resident-centered care that can meet your needs and improve their quality of life and outcomes. Tiffany Heights is a Tiffany Care Center nursing and rehab facility where you get quality care from people who care. During this time, there is nothing more in demand than fast, reliable internet service. So give Midwest Data a call in Mound City today at 877-405-8070 with residential and business fiber and wireless internet available for as low as $44.95 per month. So get to surfing the internet quick and faster now when you call Midwest Data in Mound City at 877-405-8070. That's 877-405-8070. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry High School. I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you today's broadcast between Mound City North Andrew boys. BTC Bank with locations in Albany, Beeman, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Maysville, Osborne, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Petty John Auto Centers with locations in Bethany and Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. Schultz of Albany and Dollars and Messner Auction Service, Northwest Cell, Mosaic Medical Center Albany, Army National Guard recruiter Sergeant First Class Clint Bain, and Staff Sergeant Alan Schulte. Tiffany Heights Care Center of Mound City, the Mound City Lumber Company, Midwest Data of Mound City, Mound City School District, North Andrew School District, Printery New Shopper located in Albany, and Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North located in Albany. Remember, your halftime today here on Albany TV brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. Take a look at the unofficial first half stats in the ball game for North Andrew. They're shooting 9 for 26 from the field, 2 for 7 from behind the three-point arc, 4 for 7 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring. Tanner McDaniel has 16 of their 24 points. 4 points for Owen Graham, 2 points for Keaton Hanna, 2 points for Hayden Ecker. Mound City, they're shooting unofficially 12 for 33 from the floor, 4 for 15 from behind the three-point arc, 2 for 6 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring so far by Landon Papa. He has got 7 points. Gage Salisbury with 6. 4 points for Tony Osborne, Lane Zembles, 3 points for Connor Durr, Keaton Zembles, and Will Young. And with the way that they're guarding Tony Osborne, Mike, it's really going to have to be the supporting cast tonight that's going to have to lift this team. But as we saw in that late in that second quarter with Lane and Papa sitting on the bench, it was a 2-point ball game, tie ball game. Now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, and we talked about that. At what point do you put him back in? And it's one of those we said, as long as they're ahead or tied, he probably can stay right on the bench, and they were certainly able to do that. I mean, they had a good performance by
Keaton and Lane Zembles both there in that.
Keaton and Lane Zembles is the one that came off the bench and drilled a 3 when he first came in the game, and We talked about Lane last year, did some good things in the games we saw him play, and he chipped in with a couple of baskets. Be interested to see what they do with Tony Osborne here in the second half. They try to clear out a side for him. As we said, he's being double teamed.
Yes.
But I'm guessing that's not a new thing. I mean,
well, and one of the other things that North Andrews are going to have to watch out with, the people that they've had guarding him, now you've got a little bit of foul trouble here. Brewer Wheeler has 3. Owen Graham has 3. Really, but those are the only 2 that really in any foul trouble. Landon Papa, Gage Salisbury each have 2 for Mound City. But that's what Brewer Wheeler has been one of the people that's really been guarding Osborne along with Keaton Hanna or Hayden Ecker. Maybe they lay off a little bit so they don't get Brewer his 3rd.
And they may switch and get Linville on him along with Hanna. But it's one of those things we talked about when you get trapped against a press, and you've got to try to, when you're trying to pass out of the trap, the thing I always thought was turn your back on one of them, ignore one of the 2 guys in the trap, and try to beat the other guy. That's not that much different from what you get in a half-court offensive set. And here, one of the baskets that Osborne got, I thought he just completely ignored one side of that double team and just attacked the other guy. And it'll be interesting to see maybe they clear out for him a little bit. Mm-hmm. He's such a good passer. I mean, he's going to give the ball up for his teammates to get a layup. For the Cardinals, they're only down 6 here. It's not like this is a blowout game, but you now do have to deal with Landon Papa coming back into the ball game. And can they get anything going for somebody offensively besides McDaniel? That might be the big thing for them.
Can they get Owen Graham going here might be something to look for.
Yeah, and I think Papa's kind of bothered him a little bit, although Papa's got 2 fouls, so he can't be too aggressive going at Graham, but Graham's got 3. So, that's we mentioned we thought Graham could be the big X factor in this game. Really, he got a tough foul call over the back. I mean, I'm sure the officials saw what he saw, and he made the call from. And admittedly, we're up here in the rafters, but that was really a tough call for North Andrew to have to stomach.
Yes. We'll be back with more of your Albany Hy-Vee halftime as we get set for the second half in just a moment on Albany TV.
Mound City Lumber features a large selection of plumbing, electrical, and hardware. They also have a complete rental division for their customers' convenience, as well as the full-line lumberyard and building center. Mound City Lumber features online shopping for their customers' convenience. Choose from over 70,000 items that can be shipped to the store at no additional charge. Mound City Lumber, where customer satisfaction is their primary goal. The Mound City R2 School District's winning culture and their extracurricular activities stem from the roots of the Panthers' education. The same hard work, determination, and work ethic that shows through on the playing surfaces is the same that the teachers and staff see each day in the classroom at the Mound City R2 School. Wishing the Mound City Panthers the best of luck in this academic year is the Mound City R2 School District. The North Andrews School District's winning culture has helped cultivate the minds of their student athletes. The North Andrews School District works to provide a safe and orderly environment in which all students will learn and develop their potential and become responsible members of a global society. Helping their students succeed in sports, in the classroom, and for the future is the North Andrews School District in Rosendale. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry High School for the boys championship game. It's a 30-24 Mound City lead. Remember, your halftime tonight on Albany TV was brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile on the fouls. That's your Albany High V. Mound City will start out with the basketball. It'll be Landon Papa, Tony Osborne, Gage Salisbury, Connor Durr, and Will Young. North Andrews sends out Keaton Hanna, Linville, as Will Young puts up a 3 short. Also on the floor, Linville, Graham, Hanna, McDaniel, and Wheeler, as Hanna had that one rejected from behind. Papa's shot just short there off the front iron. McDaniel just didn't quite give it enough mustard as he loses a shoe as well. And we're going to have a carry violation called against Papa.
I often wondered how you lose a shoe. Of course, those aren't really high tops anymore. Now, if you're talking about those old canvas Converse,
Ooh.
yeah, I can see where you might lose a shoe there, but maybe it's just you and I didn't move fast enough to run out of a shoe.
I moved so fast my shoes just came untied.
Well,
and then one year I got some that had zippers on it.
Well, attaboy.
Yeah. McDaniel with the little floater for 2.
I thought maybe it was because you flunked kindergarten, maybe. Couldn't keep the shoes tied.
And now Osborne with the deep 3.
I was going to say, and North Andrews come back just playing a straight man-to-man here. Oh, nice dish.
Nice dish that time from Linville to Graham.
Linville drew Papa and fed Graham on the opposite side. Good finish.
Osborne right wing, drives in, now pulls it back out. Durr leaves it off this time for Salisbury. He'll go in as he'll try and dice up the defenders in the paint. Goes up. Can't get it to go the second time either.
You know, one other thing that Osborne does really well is drives, you shut him off. He dives, you shut him off, and the defense relax, and all of a sudden he makes a pass and cuts to the basket. And invariably open doing that.
We'll be back after this quick Petty-John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Petty-John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Petty-John's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
33-28 is the lead here in favor of Mound City as we're 2 minutes here into the third quarter of play. And coming out of the Petty-John Auto Center timeout, it'll be Cardinal basketball. Inbounds in will be Brewer Wheeler. He'll inbounds here for Graham, back up to Wheeler. McDaniel to Graham, leaves for Wheeler. Backdoor cut, can't get it to fall. Rebound made here by Osborne.
Ooh, tough break. I think Young just took his eye off the ball temporarily, which also cost him a layup.
And for Graham, trying to leave it this one off for McDaniel. Stolen away this time by Young. Leaves it for Osborne. Now back for Papa, and he'll slam it down and pick up the foul as well.
That's a big-time play to dunk in trap. We've seen him dunk before. There he dunked over the defender and drew the foul.
As Keaton Hanna picks up his first.
And that's the kind of play that can really ignite a team offensively.
Free throw rolls out. Ecker brings it across. As he'll get it to Wheeler, now to McDaniel. Wheeler has it tipped away and stolen away here by Osborne. Trying to get it to Young. Salisbury right wing, now for Papa.
He can hit that shot.
And you can't give him that much room, but maybe had a little too long to think about it. McDaniel has it knocked out of his hands, and foul committed there by Will Young, his first. So McDaniel will go to the line for 2 free throws. He sinks the first. He's got 19. And 20 as he hits them both. 5-point Mound City lead, 35-30, 4:35 left to play here in this third quarter. Salisbury from 3. Will sink it. And now the foul called here against Durr.
Looks like they're almost looks like maybe Mound City's trying to do a little run and jump of their own, and forced him up the sideline. And I don't know if it's Durr, but he was Coach Osborne yelling at somebody to come and trap. They had an ideal trap situation.
Osborne leaves it off for Pop and again dunks it home. As it's up to a 10-point Mound City lead, 40-30. Linville trying to leave it off there for Graham, stolen away by Osborne.
And the turnover bugs kind of bit North Andrew here in the third quarter.
Osborne dribbles in, Salisbury in the corner from 3, nails it. And now a timeout going to be called here. North Andrew, 13-point Mound City lead. We're back with more here in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Are you ready to get a head start on a successful future? Then call your local Army National Guard recruiter to gain job skills and leadership experience and get a head start on your civilian career. When you join the Army National Guard, you're joining a team with purpose and setting yourself up for success. Contact your local Army National Guard recruiter, Sergeant First Class Clint Bain and Gentry, DeKalb, Harrison, and Worth counties today at 660-868-0991. Or Staff Sergeant Alan Schulte and Andrew Holt in Ottaway counties at 660-853-8564. During this time, there is nothing more in demand than fast, reliable internet service. So give Midwest Data a call in Mound City today at 877-405-8070. With residential and business fiber and wireless internet available for as low as $44.95 per month. So get to surfing the internet quick and faster now when you call Midwest Data in Mound City at 877-405-8070. That's 877-405-8070.
North Andrew basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online, pettyjohnauto.com. Ecker misses on the drive to the basket. Rebound made here by Mound City.
Good take. Just got to finish. Saw a little bit of that run and jump attempted by Mound City.
Salisbury has it knocked away that time off the hands of McDaniel. As Hannah will check in here for Linville. Durr to Salisbury. Young knocks it in from just past the right elbow. 45-30, Hannah baseline, leaves it off for Owen Graham.
Yep.
And he'll be called for the charge, his fourth. And saw that one coming a mile away there.
We're going to get another timeout here, I believe.
A timeout called here by North Andrew. Back with more in a moment on Albany TV.
Quality care is best provided by people who care. At Tiffany Heights, they provide the highest standards of care at an affordable rate. Their professional caregivers will make your loved one feel right at home. Regardless of the level of care your loved one requires, Tiffany Heights provides a range of resident-centered care that can meet your needs and improve their quality of life and outcomes. Tiffany Heights is a Tiffany Care Center nursing and rehab facility where you get quality care from people who care.
3:08 left to play here in the third quarter of play, 45-30. It's up to a 15-point Mound City lead. Remember, it was a 30-24 ball game at the half.
Well, it's in Mound City now on about a was on a 10-0 run of their own. I think it was 35-30 after 2 free throws by McDaniel.
Checking to see something there at the scorers table.
Well, there used to be a rule that I never understood about. You must check in X amount of time before the timeout is over. And I've never seen it enforced. I guess maybe that was what we had going.
Will Young just leaves the 3 short. Rebound made here by Hannah. Now Ecker has it stolen away here by Osborne. He'll go up and he'll dunk it home.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think now we're a little bit in the danger. Well, we've been in a little danger zone for for North Andrew now.
As Papa comes away with the steal. 2:20 left to play here in the third, 47-30. Papa goes up and little finger roll in.
Talking about 4 or 5 turnovers here in a really short period of time.
Hannah gets it over now for Ecker. Right wing for Brewer Wheeler. Graham goes up and kisses this one off the glass for 2. And a timeout taken by North Andrew. We're back with more in a moment on Albany TV. 1:44 left to play in the third. 49-32. Mound City with the lead.
Mound City Lumber features a large selection of plumbing, electrical, and hardware. They also have a complete rental division for their customers' convenience, as well as the full-line lumber yard and building center. Mound City Lumber features online shopping for their customers' convenience. Choose from over 70,000 items that can be shipped to the store at no additional charge. Mound City Lumber, where customer satisfaction is their primary goal. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. Order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items. Call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
Mound City with the basketball following the Penny General Center timeout. Osborne will bring it across. Leaves it off for Pop in the paint, goes up, and he will be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul will go against Wheeler. That'll be his 4th. You know, with Osborne scoring 51 the other night here, I've been seeing him just happy to give him off assists here today.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And those are the types of players that I know as a coach yourself, or as a former coach, those are the players you want on your team.
Well, absolutely. And just like he had a play a little bit ago, that he had an elbow jumper that I don't think anybody would have faulted him taking. And he ended up finding Gage Salisbury in the corner for 3, a wide open 3. And that's also, those kind of players are also why they don't mind when you score 51 either.
Yes. Acker misses the 3, put back from Linville, good. Osborne trying to drive baseline, brings with him 3 defenders, and he was looking for the foul, didn't get it.
Sometimes if officials think you're trying to force the action, they're not going to bail you out on a bad decision.
Wheeler from 3. Short, rebound by Linville. Off the top of the backboard. Will Young goes in off the glass for 2. And now stolen away here by Lane Zimbles. And he's able to kiss it off the glass for 2.
A little half-court trap action.
It's a 20-point Mound City lead now, 54-34 with under 20 seconds to play here in the 4th. Wheeler, a little floater, can't get it to fall. Osborne takes it in, gets the bucket and the foul. As he reaches double digits with 11.
Yep, and we're looking at I don't know how North Andrew recovers from this.
Yeah. Rother checks in here for Papa with 10 seconds left as he'll get an extended breather here before the quarter break. Osborne finishes it. He'll come out now as checking in for him will be Brendan Tubbs. 57-34. It's a 23-point Mound City lead. 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. And McDaniel will be fouled here as he's pushed out of bounds. The foul there called against Will Young. His second. McDaniel does not get the shot off in time. Doesn't go in either way. 57-34. It's a lead here for Mound City. We're back with the final quarter of play when we come back in a moment on Albany TV.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
Schott's Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schott's has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schott's adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schott's Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
North Andrew starts out with the basketball to start out this fourth quarter play. McDaniel goes in, has it blocked by Papa, and his second putback no good. From three, Osborne, as he fades towards the baseline, no good. McDaniel can't get it to go again, now frustrated.
I got to say, Papa's been as impressive on the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
You know about his offense, but he's been as impressive defensively as he has been offensively.
Really has silenced Owen Graham offensively. And then gotten in the way of Tanner McDaniel on quite a few drives. Hannah brings it across here for the Cardinals. Backdoor cut, McDaniel from three. Drains it. Osborne spins. Ellsbury from three. He'll sink one from behind the arc.
He had a little tough time getting it going in the first half, but he's got it going right now.
He's got 15 now in the ball game as a foul going to be called, this time against William Rother. That'll be his second. I take that back. They're going to put that one, well, that's not right on the scoreboard. It went against 14, not 15. As there is no 15 for Mound City. And Rother knocks it away from McDaniel, gets it to Wheeler. Now Owen Graham goes up and lays it up for two. Owen Graham now in double digits with 10 points. 60-39, Mound City with the lead here. And a foul going to be called here against Clayton Linville. Now you can tell North Andrew starting to get a little upset with themselves, and
little frustration.
Fouls called as Mound City will call a timeout. We're back after this Petty General Center timeout in just a moment on Albany TV.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
$60-39 is the lead in favor of Mound City over North Andrew here in this boys championship game. We still have 6:19 left to play here in this fourth quarter. It'll be Mound City basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Landon Papa will inbounds. Salisbury with it in the corner, almost knocked away there by McDaniel. Now is going to be a foul call here on Salisbury.
Well, and Mound City kind of blew this game open with a little run and jump, and then I thought they ran a little 1-3-1 half-court trap and was really effective and turned North Andrew over several times. Now they're back straight man-to-man again.
McDaniel for Graham. McDaniel chases it down right before midcourt. Hannah for Wheeler from three. Just off the mark to the right. Osborne, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound made by Hannah.
Graham may have gotten a piece of that.
McDaniel loses his defender, but also loses the basketball. And now is going to be called for the carry. Connor Durr will check in here for Brendan Tubbs. As Hayden Ecker will check back in here for Keaton Hanna. 5:20 left to play here in the fourth quarter, 60-39. Mound City with the lead. Papa, but a block foul called here against Clayton Linville. That'll be his third.
And it seems like there have been a lot of fouls called, but neither team's in the 1-and-1 yet. Well, I guess
they will be after.
They will be after the next foul.
McDaniel tries, can't get it to go. Salisbury leaves it off for Durr from three. Leaves it short, gets his own rebound, now leaves it off for Landon Papa. He'll send it up to Salisbury. And he'll be called for the travel. 4:38 left to play in the fourth, 60-39. Kind of had a little bit of a lull in scoring here. After 37 points scored in that third quarter, just 8 so far here in the fourth. Stolen away, and William Rother goes up and kisses it off the glass. Wheeler for McDaniel. And he's going to be called for the travel.
I don't know that he ever lost his dribble, unless they called him for a carry, and sometimes that's
yeah. Osborne will bring it across here for the Panthers. Trying to feed it off to Rother. Stolen away there by Ecker as the pass sailed a little too far for Rother to get a hold of. Wheeler into Graham. Back out now to McDaniel. From three. He'll nail it. McDaniel with 26 points here in the ball game. Osborne for Durr for Papa. Thinking Osborne was going to be driving. Ball goes all the way over now for Rother. Papa, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound made by Owen Graham. And this time McDaniel will lose it out of bounds, as really just getting frustrated here.
Well,
and he's facing some
to
really
bring
tough defense.
Yeah, he is, and he's trying to bring his team back. And
Osborne deep three, knocks it in. He's got 15 now. 3 minutes left to play here in the ball game. It's a 20-point ball game, and Landon Papa with the block.
And I think Coach Bryson is looking for a
goaltending. Yeah.
Ball.
And Osborne is going to be called here for the foul. Osborne gave a little forearm shove.
Yeah, I think what Coach Bryson's yelling about is that ball got off the backboard. I think once it gets off the backboard, I don't know that you can punch it off the backboard. I just don't think you can scrape it off once they've gone to the bank.
Owen Graham loses it, but able to get it to Clayton Linville, weak side block, as he'll knock it in off the glass. 65-44, 2.5 left here in the fourth quarter. Salisbury from three. Sinks it. Salisbury now with 18.
Well, when you got Papa and you've got Osborne, and then Salisbury chips in with another 18, yeah, I don't know what you do defensively.
Yeah. Ecker can't get it to go, and then Linville knocks it in from behind the arc. And now we've got a timeout called here. We're back with more when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
The Printery in Albany can do all of your printing. They do business cards, envelopes, brochures, books, calendars, posters, magnetic signs, banners, and everything in between. Come visit Perry and Susan at the Printery in Albany, where they have your printing covered. Call the Printery today at 660-726-5234. That's 660-726-5234 for fair and honest pricing, because to us, you're family. Are you trying to sell your old car? Looking for some much-needed help on the farm? Are you wanting to grow your customer base? The New Shopper in Albany prints 11,000 copies each week that are delivered to every Gentry and Worth County deliverable address and the surrounding area free of charge. Give Perry and Susan a call at 660-726-5234 at the New Shopper in Albany to have your ad sent directly to your customers.
68-47, Mound City with the lead here. Now we're just at 2 minutes left to play here in the ball game. Papa has it stripped away, picked up here by Durr. Up for Salisbury, right wing. Three. No good that time by Summers.
I've been watching Wheeler guarding Osborne, and he's just attached at the hip.
Leaves it off for Graham as he'll go up and lay it in for two. Owen Graham now with 12 points here. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter, 68-49. Mound City with the lead. Papa drives, has it rejected there by Graham. Back to Papa, goes up again, gets the bucket and the foul.
I thought maybe Graham might step in and just take the charge right there, but
Linville picks up his fourth. Durr checks out. Checking in for him is going to be Lane Zimbles. 1:20 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Papa finishes off the three-point play as he got 17. Wheeler leaves it off for Ecker. Goes in, can't finish it off.
Still good take by Ecker. people get to enjoy watching him the next couple of years, both on the floor and the field.
Yes, a very good football player for the Cardinals. And Salisbury's going to be called here for the travel. Checking back in will be Will Young as well as Keaton Zembles, as Papa will check out, and so will Tony Osborne. Also checking out will be Salisbury, as also checking in late there was Gavin Summers. McDaniel from three. No good. Graham with the rebound. Too hard. Rebound made by Durr. Underneath 30 seconds left to play here in the ballgame. 71-49, Mound City leads. Durr leaves it off for Zembles. The Durr in the corner. Back up top now again for Will Young. Zembles for Durr. And that'll do it. 71-49, Mound City with the win here over North Andrew, as Mound City will win the boys' championship trophy here today. And we'll let you listen in here to the trophy presentation before we go to our BTC Bank postgame here on Albany TV. We'll let you listen into the trophy presentation.
Second place trophy. Stanberry Tournament with Mound City.
So again, North Andrew wins second. Mound City wins the championship. We're back with your BTC Bank postgame in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry for part of your BTC Bank postgame. Remember, today's postgame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. And again, it's the Mound City Panthers that come away with a 71-49 win victory today here over the Cardinals of North Andrew. And let's take a look here at some of the stats from the ball game. Starting with Mound City, they finished 28 for 62 from the field, 10 for 27 from the three-point arc, 5 for 11 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring today by Gage Salisbury, who had 18, 17 points for Landon Papa, 15 points for Tony Osborne, 6 points for Lane Zembles, 7 points for Will Young, 3 points for Keaton Zembles and Connor Durr, 2 points for William Rother. North Andrew today, they shoot 19 for 54 from the field, 5 for 13 from behind the three-point arc, 6 for 9 from the free throw line. And they were led in scoring today by Tanner McDaniel with 29, 12 points for Owen Graham, 4 points for Clayton Linville, 2 points for Hayden Ecker, and 2 points for Keaton Hanna. And, Mike, it was everything North Andrew could give them, but Mound City just right. They're the reason they're the number one team.
Well, in the third quarter, it was a 35-30 game, and it looked like it's anybody's ball game, even though North Andrew had a little bit of foul trouble they were dealing with. But it seemed like for about a 4 or 5 minute stretch, Mound City really turned up their defense. Little running, but in some 1-3-1 half-court trap, and I think it may have caught North Andrew by surprise. They had a couple of big dunks by Landon Papa that it just looked like it just energized the rest of their team.
Yes.
And Tony Osborne still had his share of points, but was content to help teammates as well. I think he ended up with 15 maybe.
Yes.
Gage Salisbury come out of not out of nowhere.
Yes.
People to watch him play know he's very capable of scoring himself. Had a little struggles in the first half, but finished with 18. Most of those in the second half, and it's just North Andrew had 2 scorers, and North Andrew Mound City has a plethora of scorers. Everybody knows about Osborne and Papa, but as we've said, they've got other guys that can stick the ball in the basket as well. So,
and I think the biggest part of the ball game really was late in that second quarter, whenever Landon Papa's sitting on the bench, they're double teaming Osborne, but it was the play of Keaton Lane Zembles there that took what was a tie ball game and made it a 6-point ball game there before the half without Landon Papa.
Well, and if Papa comes in, even if he comes in, maybe he picks up his third.
Yes.
Maybe that makes him a little bit less effective in the third quarter when he comes back with 3 fouls. So they just took all the pressure off. Mound City's a really good team. I'm sure there are other good teams around. Anybody can be beaten on a given day. I'm not saying that, but it's like if one guy doesn't get going, they have others that pick up the slack. And that's what great teams are about.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you today's broadcast. BTC Banquet locations in Albany, Beeman, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Maysville, Osborne, Plattsburgh, and Lamoni, Iowa. Petty General Center's locations in Bethany and Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. Shoats of Albany, Dollars and Messner Auction Service, Northwest Cell, Mosaic Medical Center, Albany. Army National Guard Recruiter Sergeant First Class Clint Bain and Staff Sergeant Alan Schulte. Tiffany Heights Care Center of Mound City. The Mound City Lumber Company and Midwest Dad of Mound City. Mound City School District, North Andrew School District, Printery New Shopper located in Albany, and Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North located in Albany. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors, all of our viewers for watching this week. Also, big thank you to Stanberry School for allowing us to come in, set up, and broadcast the games all week for you here on Albany TV. Again, for color commentator of the week, Mike Atkins, myself, Jared Rolvis, and camera operator today, Jess Rolvis. So long, and have a good weekend from Albany TV.